I feel like we just shouldn't say anything until...
No, you're right.
I mean, I was going to say something about the weather.
Really?
But it could be anything.
Yeah.
So it's better not to say anything.
Although, I don't think talking about the weather would be...
It wasn't that interesting, believe me.
Oh. Because it has been kind of cold.
You think it's been cold?
Brisk, then?
What's wrong with brisk?
Nothing.
I like brisk.
What?
See, there we go. I told you. Let's just drop it.
Right? Right.
Even humming.
Right. Sorry. Well, what is that?
What?
That tune. Madonna?
Hum it again. Leonard Cohen.
Who?
Leonard Cohen. You don't know. We're talking too much.
Right. Sorry.
What time did you tell him? Is it a him?
I don't know.
You don't know what time you told him?
I don't know if it's a him. I did it online. I filled out a form and they sent a confirmation saying that they would send somebody at 5:30.
It's 5:40.
They're late. I'll shut up.
Online. How did you find somebody online?
Google.
What did you search for?
I just typed in, I need someone to facilitate a date. And I got this service. I also got about 30 Lebanese importers.
Facilitate? What's the name of the service?
I think it was Date Dingers.
What?
Yeah, Date Dingers. I think that was it. We're talking too much.
Forget talking. I'm thinking too much. See, there it is. That's the problem.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't
Me
stay
too.
focused on... What do you mean, you too? You didn't know what I was going to say.
No, I didn't. Not a clue. Isn't that the problem?
No, that's not what I was going to say.
What were you going to say?
I'm just thinking about myself and what I'm saying and doing. I'm not here.
Oh.
I'm thinking about what I'm doing, but I'm not here.
Oh. Well, it's just as well. Guy's 15 minutes late.
Does that ever happen to you, that you're so judgmental of yourself that you're just not there?
Yeah, actually. I hate that about myself.
That's why I told you this is useless.
Right. Well, maybe this guy can...
Well, if he ever shows up. I'm not against the guy.
Good.
I mean, I definitely need help here.
Me too.
We're talking too much.
Right. Not that it's not interesting.
It is interesting and kind of different sitting here not talking.
Right. Although I've been on plenty of dates where...
Oh, but I mean, not talking because we don't want to talk.
Uh-huh.
Do you have problems making conversation on dates?
Oh, big time. You?
Yeah, it's like I said.
You're not really there.
Right.
Yeah, bummer.
How about you?
Well,
You must be Randolph and Carol.
Right.
And which one are you?
Randolph.
And you're Carol. Fine.
You didn't know which one was Randolph and which one was Carol?
One of the modalities we like to employ as a modular reference is not to lapse into gender profiling. It would have been distancing to reopen some old wound unintentionally inflicted by the outside-the-box thinking of one or more of your parental units. Now, my name is Euclid, and I'm here to Right. See, there it is. As I was saying, I'm here to shepherd you through what we professionals have come to recognize as a very difficult transition from the comfort of unincorporated oneness to the chaos of deconstruction and reformation as a particle unit. So, first we need to particularize ourselves in the context of the history that brings us here.
Euclid.
It's a Greek name. So, Carol, I'm not looking for your analysis. It becomes very hard to move off of that. I want you to pick a moment, go to the center of that moment, and then take us to the edge.
Okay. Well, there was this one date. We were at Quagmire's. That's a club in Buffalo. I was doing graduate work.
It's so very easy to hide in the details. Just take us to the edge.
The edge, right. And this guy, Frank Corelli, he was kind of sweet and cute. And then he ordered scungili. And I totally shut down because I became convinced that the next time I opened my mouth, I was going to start screaming at him. Whop! 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 And I wouldn't be able to control myself. And so there I was, yet again, looking at myself from someplace else.
Buffalo.
No, not Buffalo. Detached, judgmental, self-loathing, self-absorbed, out of control, a Looney Tune, a suicidal psycho loser.
A door has opened here, Randolph. These are transcendental porticles through our shells, ephemerations in our honor. Step into it.
I bet it's really brisk in Buffalo.
That may not be the door that was just opened.
Right.
I sense you may be somewhat wary. Touching can be a powerful force. Are you afraid of being touched by your touching?
Actually, I was mostly afraid she was going to call me a wop.
Carol, I'm visualizing a bridge. Do you see it? Do you see the bridge, Carol?
Are you Italian?
No.
That's more like a tunnel.
So why were you afraid I was going to call you a wop?
Good.
And why would you care?
Randolph,
Why would you care what some pathetic, classless loser called you?
Now, Carol, think buoyant thoughts.
No, that's a good point, actually. I mean, not what you said, but I think I'd maybe rather have you call me names.
Irrelevant names.
Yeah, any kind of names, rather than have you sit there quietly not being there.
I think we may be meandering a bit from the synchronous.
That's kind of sweet, actually.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. This is a moment. And now it's gone! Here comes another one. Seize it! Seize it! Randolph! Carol has peeled back a layer. Can you reciprocate?
Reciprocate? I guess. You want me to go to the rim?
The edge. Conceive of it this way. Find your grieving, nurture it, and then radiate out from there. Think Saturn, think pebble in the water. The end of day in the life. Come out, come out, come out!
Wait a minute, are you gay?
I don't think so. I'm not sure how you know.
Because you wouldn't be the first I went out with, trust me.
No, well, you know.
And Lord knows how many more became gay after they went out with me.
We're not radiating.
Sorry. Guess I'm just afraid to peel. That's my problem.
I just got a rush. Didn't you feel it? Couldn't you just grok him?
Can you back off and stop breathing on me? You look like you have SARS.
Like Donna. she really liked me. We were at her apartment, on her couch, and I knew if I said the right thing, you know, we could, but I didn't say anything. Like I was afraid.
Of peeling?
I guess.
Of unraveling that...
No, it wasn't Corelli. Frank Corelli is somebody else. It wasn't Corelli. I can't remember what it was.
Of unraveling that macrame cocoon that contains the boo-scary butterfly of your darkest moments. Carol, feed the need. Let Randolph know you see the whole, not the blemish. Can you holisticize for him?
It wasn't the butterfly so much, but like, I don't know if I should be saying this, but I'm really small. And she looked like size mattered to her. So that's what always happens, because if you talk to them, sooner or later you're going to have to peel. You're going to have to peel.
Oh, Randolph. We've all been there. Carol, can you tell Randolph we've all been there?
I don't know. I'm practically titless and it never stopped me. But hey, listen, Randy, you could talk to me till you're blue in the face. Talking ain't gonna get me in the sack.
You should never be trepidatious about sharing a good laugh, Randolph. Carol's joking is her way of telling you how comfortable she feels with you.
Franco Corelli's who you're probably thinking of. He was an opera singer.
You like opera?
Good.
Yeah, sometimes.
WAP.
Oh, okay. I think we should probably move on. Now, you're standing on the edges of your experience, and look! They come together to form the center of something entirely new. Let us blend. Let us slip into the vortex. Let us heal.
How small?
Well,
I don't know. That's not moving the ball forward. Strip away the intellectual affectations, find the rhythm of the moment, and dance to it. Turn off the computer, Luke.
Whoa, stop! What are you doing?
Good.
What do you mean, good? Don't touch that. That's a third date item at best.
Dance, Carol, dance! Oh, God, the honesty of the moment, the openness!
Is that souvlaki? Can you stop pawing at me? Could you call off your pet, please?
Now, I think, Carol, you need to give Randolph permission to stop.
What? He didn't need permission to start.
If Randolph were to pull his affection away from you now, it might seem like he was rejecting you, and I know he's afraid of that. Aren't you afraid of that, Randolph?
You have my permission to stop, Randolph. You, souvlaki breath, you have my permission to stop.
oh, okay. See? I told you about the talking.
Oh, this
My
has nothing to do with talking. Look, Pythagoras. Before we go any further, are you guys covered by insurance?
You knew my name was Euclid, didn't you?
Because I think Thumbelina over here is a latent Hannibal the cannibal. And you're just the type of guy to get him in touch with that side of himself.
Thumbelina? Is that a reference?
Besides the obligatory MSW, do you have any training? I mean, what does it take to be a date dinger?
Date dinger?
Yeah, is there some sort of
Date
course you have to
dinger?
Yeah. Isn't that what you guys are called? That's what I thought it said on the website.
Romance resonator.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was date dinger. I don't know why.
God, your brain is smaller than your...
Breathing time. Everyone take a deep breath and let's cleanse our palate.
I'll have cocktail conversation for years to come, in the remote chance that anyone ever invites me to anything.
Yeah, this is fun.
Now slowly turn your head.
You think this is fun?
Yeah, I like being with you.
You do?
Lift your hands up, raising your arms.
I don't know if I like you very much, but I like being with you.
Why?
Yeah, why? And slowly let the air out.
Well, two reasons actually. First, all those things you say to me, well, they're nothing compared to what I say to myself. And if you keep belittling me, then I don't have to worry about doing it. And second, well, it's good to know there's some other battered ego out there whose self-hate drives her to such antisocial, self-destructive behavior. It's good to know I'm not alone.
It is good to know. Who would have thought such an inconsequential little nerd like you would have such deep thoughts? Are you sure you're not gay?
Aw, boy, it's a crime to accept a fee when the process is this rewarding.
Did you have, like, leprosy?
No.
So fulfilling.
God, it feels like sandpaper.
Well, I think we have a spick and span dodge here. My job is done. Do you need receipt?
I don't think so. Is this tax deductible?
No. Right, I could still get home in time for the good wife.
Why are you so uptight about Italians?
My parents are Italian.
Ah, that'll do it.
You watch your mouth about my mother.
Sorry. Do you ever think about having kids?
Great. Just what I'd need. Someone else to hate me. Do you buy all your clothes online?
Just the shoes. Rest is pennies. Where did I get DINGER from?
God. But really, how small?
Thank you.